Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Falcon Crest Aftershow here on JLJ Media. I'm James Lott Jr. So usually on Sundays, I do the current soap operas, daytime soap operas, Bold and Beautiful, Young and the Restless, and General Hospital, taking the day off. And I decided to release two of my other after shows for soaps that are from the past. And they're usually released on other days. But I thought I'll release the Dallas one, which I did earlier, that's out now, and release the Falcon Crest one here on Jazz Media on Sunday. It's still Soap Sunday. These are soaps. So I do that. This one actually is an episode that I've been watching some of the singular episodes and I like that I think there's something about them that just stands out. And this one was when Maggie was pregnant with Kevin and she was about to give birth. The episode is hilarious. The episode has a lot of moving parts. A lot of the cast are in it. When you look at it, you think, now that I'm a director and writer and producer myself, I now see it with different eyes of how they must have had to choreograph all the dialogue and who goes here and who goes that. There are a lot of moving parts that were going on in this episode. So Maggie's pregnant, and her and Richard are at Falcon Crest, and they couldn't get to the hospital on time. She was about to give birth. Just from the very, and later I heard in an interview that it wasn't played for laughs, like it was played straight through. But it turns out to be one of the funniest episodes of the series, in my opinion. It was hilarious. From Angela's little asides about why is everything happening in my foyer, in my front room. Watch out for the $1,000 rug. All these little different things. She did not want this baby to be born in her house, messing up her furniture and her rugs. That was hilarious. From her having to call for help. And where was that ambulance? It got there at the end, which is kind of a funny thing, right? But she's on the phone. She's like, if I have to spell Falcon Crest, then you don't deserve to live in the valley. I thought that was hilarious too. And it's just Falcon Crest. There's no address. Just you calling, just like, go to Falcon Crest. I thought that was funny too. Also, if you watch the scene, a little thing that I kind of had to laugh was Angela tells Mrs. Whitaker to go upstairs and get towels. She comes back with these like mismatched, weird towels. And again, this is Falcon Crest. They always have nice towels everywhere, like big plush, towels that all match. I was like, it's just so funny. She came like she went out to the stables and like grabbed some towels. It was kind of made me laugh. It's a little small thing that made me laugh. Like that's kind of weird. But she brings them a little too late anyway. And Emma coming down the stairs and like I never seen a baby born before, and just like mesmerized by the whole thing. And Angela trying to tell her, okay, hello. Then of course Vicky, Maggie's daughter, comes with Dan Fix. They're not living together, and she has Dan play. Maggie has Dan play Chopin. And then later, when they announce what it is, he does a little funny thing on the piano. So he's playing the piano. She's like, it's a Mad Hatter zoo here. And Maggie's trying to get burp. She also recognizes the zoo here. All the Chow Lee is running around trying to grab water and grab the partition. I mean, there was so much going on in this scene that was just so funny. And to Emma going, I don't know what to name the child, and Angela's walking around with her hands in the air, like why is this happening here? To Richard really stepping up. Richard and Maggie always had chemistry. They hit pay dirt. They hit pay dirt. David Selby and Susan Selvin just had chemistry. And Richard Channing was such a complex character. He really did he showed up for her and was really there for her when he was talking her through it. And it was just so good. Vicky, of course, calls her dad, Chase, who's with another woman, of course, and his car phone goes off. He's all technology, like you have no idea, Chase. And he's zooming, rushes over, be there towards the end, just in time to help her deliver her baby. So him and Richard actually works together and give her to a boy and Kevin. At the very end, Angela does her little funny thing to Richard and Chase. So which one do I congratulate? They both look at each other. Kind of funny. I'm telling you if I caught everything. Yeah, Chow Lee. Like, yeah, it's a great, it's a great bunch. It's a great episode, great bunch of scenes. Again, just seeing how it's all choreographed. Like really watch it. You'll see. You might go on YouTube and find it too. But it's to see how everybody had their parts in it. And it was just the dialogue, and they're moving around, and Vicky's just walking back and forth till her father gets there, and she's a little nervous, and it was good. And Susan Sullivan, so giving birth without being super over the top. I could never give birth, obviously, so I don't know how it is in real life. I've been around people who give birth, and I know it's gonna be a lot of pain. And for some people, they give birth, there's not a lot of pain. She played it just like, it seems so real. She played it like, okay, it's her third child. She's done it before. It's been a while. But it sounded painful, but it sounded natural. Like she was really giving birth. We know she wasn't, but it felt like that. But it's one of those episodes that stuck out with me because also it added another member to the family. But also just kind of it helps complicate things, of course, because Chase and Maggie got really together. But it was such a scene that again was kind of funny, but it was played straight. It wasn't meant to be funny. They claim. Who knows, right? Who knows? But check it out. So that's Maggie giving birth to Kevin Giaberti. Still a shame they killed her later. I'm doing your stuff. So I already did an episode on that. So that episode's on Falcon Crest Aftershow. You can do that. But thank you to everybody who's listening to it. I know a lot of you guys are listening to the Aftershow. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate the engagement, all the Falcon Crest Facebook groups, the engagement that you guys are saying on YouTube, and here underneath this, underneath the show, wherever you find it. I want to hear what you think and how you feel about it. It makes me very happy. I love talking about the show so much. 40 years later, so I like talking about it. So please continue. I love it. You can find us on YouTube at JLJ Media or on all streaming audio services. Everybody, please have a great day. And remember our show, Falcon Crest. It's a good one. Go check it out.